Dems. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Brothers and sisters, put your hands on the radio. And
yes, sir.
thanks. Michael Polka and Casey Bartholomew are back for 2 more shows. We'll celebrate the big Olympic wins, mark the latest idiotic things said by AOC, Gavin Newsom, and the dems. So whether you're still out there busting ass or have already started day drinking like Nick Cale,
is
the
that
boys
true?
will try and stay on track.
No promises.
It's all going down from 3 to 6 p.m. today on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
Can I get an amen, Casey Bartholomew? That's right, that's right, that's right. Put your hands on the radio. I want a little gospel, if you don't mind.
Where is that church? I'd like to
It
go
is
there.
the First Church of the Second Chance. That's my church.
There you
Because
go.
everyone deserves.
A second chance.
Amen, brother. Thank you for
Or a
sharing. It's
first
Michael
church.
Pelka, or the 50,000th. Michael Pelka, Casey Bartholomew on this snowy Monday, although it appears to be moving pretty quickly. Henry, you're in the city. You stay. They actually said Henry is so important to this organization. We're going to put him in a hotel, and you're going to stay in the city Sunday through the storm. You walked to the station. I understand. Have you been out at all between shows today since you're working like 12 shifts?
Just literally in this commercial break is the first time I left this seat since I guess noon.
Wow. You're a warrior.
Honestly, so having worked in radio as long as I have, I'm surprised they got him a hotel room and didn't just say, see that cozy little corner over there?
Yeah.
Go curl up over there.
That's more
It'd be
what I
great.
was expecting, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, if you've not been to the Odyssey World headquarters, there are like banks of seating in the lobby where you could sit after you get your sandwich out of the fridge.
Your sandwich.
Yeah, you get your sandwich and you could curl up. Although we used to have jock lounges. We really don't have a jock lounge anymore, do we, Henry?
No, I wouldn't say so. Dom likes the joke that we do, but yeah, there's nowhere to escape all the madness here.
No.
Yeah, see, the last time I was there, they had all sorts of offices. There was jock lounges. There was all kinds of stuff. And because they were just building it. Because
We've
when I did
rented,
yeah.
those have been rented out to Somali vendors now. You
Okay,
can get
very
all
good.
kinds of Somali cuisine.
Daycare center. Last time I was actually spent a lot of time there. It was in, you guys were still in Bala.
Yeah, it's very, oh, wow, that's like 2 locations ago, I think.
Yeah.
That's very, very much so. So, what, did you get to look and see if anything has been cleared? The streets are pretty clear right now, are they not, Henry?
I didn't think they were too bad walking in this morning. It was more just the wind and the ice falling off of buildings. That was the real scary part. But
God, what a
the roads from
complainer.
my limited
makes it
vantage
fun.
point look good.
Yeah. I see, because then you get to look up, you have to dodge the ice, and then, your heart's beating the whole time, it keeps you warm, and then if you make it to work, you win.
You win.
I
yeah.
won today, then.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
did. Well, no, Henry, we won because you're here.
Oh, thank you. You're too nice.
That's really the answer there. We are more fortunate because you are here, sir. So thank you. Now, Henry's doing like double duty, showing up. And in with Dom earlier, if you hear what Dom was talking about the fact that the women's hockey team has decided they're not going to go to State of the Union because a few members couldn't make it.
Well, they
I
said
wish we
because
could
of
bet.
academic and professional commitments is what they said during the news there.
Sure.
Sure.
I wish we could bet on Kalshi, on the Kalshi probability, because I'm thinking that's not true. I'm just saying.
You can bet on anything now. I was
Yeah.
what was I watching? I can't remember what I was watching today. But you could bet on the State of the Union.
Yeah.
Like bet on
On the
aspects of
length,
State of the
right?
Union. Yeah, anything. You bet on anything. What anything that he's going to say, you can put some money down on. And if I guess they're willing to take the bet, you get it. There you go.
It's so amazing to me that we'd be able to wager on the length of the state. Well, we do that. You can now wager on the length of the national anthem at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who wanted to put a big wager on, and he was hanging outside of the Super Bowl every day leading up to it. So when they had the dress rehearsal, he had a stopwatch, and he timed it and then bet on that timing the day before.
Did he win anything?
I believe he did.
Because to bet on something, somebody has to bet against you, don't they? I mean, there has to be some odds against you. Are there just odds on everything now?
No, well, they put up a list of timing. For example, I think the timing of the State of the Union, you can bet on 85 minutes, 89 minutes, 90 minutes, 92. You can put your money down. It's kind of like The Price is Right.
I bet that's why the Democrats are protesting now, because they make it go longer if they stand up and start chanting and booing and everything, and then that way it goes longer and they win more money. I bet that's what that's all about.
Now, I wonder, because they're all allowed to have their phones inside the chamber for the State of the Union. I wonder if they'll be doing their wagering and then trying to see if, in fact, they could delay it a minute or two. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Because they're all betting. Nobody has any pride. Nobody has any real opinions about anything. It's all about the money they bet and whether or not they can make it. It's like sounds like he's wrapping up. Because you get a copy of the speech, right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets a copy of the speech. You can see it. You can look at it. It's like, okay, wait, I need another 2 minutes, and he's wrapping things up. All right, boo, boo. That kind of
the president walks in and hands a copy of the speech to the Speaker of the House and to the minority and to the Vice President.
And then they tear it up at the end.
And then, if you're Nancy Pelosi, you tear it up at the end unless you're worn out. But so I don't think it's generally, the media gets it, but it's never quite the same speech that the media gets and the president gets, because they're tweaking it up to the very end. I would
write a completely fake speech.
Okay.
I would write a completely phony speech saying the most inflammatory, horrible things ever. I would get them to write their the response that they're going to write afterwards, because that's all prepared too. And I would get them to write a response based on this fake speech I just gave, and then just give the exact opposite speech. I would say the exact opposite of everything I wrote down, because it would blow the media away. It would completely confuse in this case the left when they were given their response. It would just be it would leave everybody. Hey, I think it'd be great. It'd be hilarious. Maybe I'd be the only one that laughed, but that's okay.
At the very end, would you just go psych?
I would, at the very end of the speech, I'd go, just kidding, I'm out of here, and then walk out.
See, this is another great reason for all of us to be thankful that you are not the president of anything.
I should be, damn it. Because I would walk in, I wouldn't take I wouldn't shake anybody's hand or anything, and say, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor and high privilege to introduce Casey. And then I would just storm in with my head down, and I'd be like, all right, everybody sit down and shut up. And then I would just read my speech, and then I would walk out, and I wouldn't shake anybody's hand or anything.
See, we got to save some of this for tomorrow, because tomorrow's the lead up to the State of the Union. Tomorrow's our pre-State of the Union show, and you've got great material here. I don't want to lose all of it.
This is just the beginning. This is just all right off the top of my head. I could do this again tomorrow.
Very good.
I might have completely different opinions tomorrow.
You might, that's right. You might be like a goldfish. You wake up in a new world every 10 seconds, which is good.
That is my life. That is my private hell.
It's very good. So we will get to that, and tomorrow at 5 o'clock, Rich Zioli is going to join us and give us his preview of the State of the Union. Rich might even have a line on the early draft of the speech, so we'll see what happens on that. Yeah. And by the way, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, we expect you to push the like button. We expect. We're trying to earn it, but we do expect. So thank you.
Just do it.
Yeah,
We'd
just
do it for you. If you had a YouTube page, I'd like it.
It don't cost nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you guys log in. How hard is that? Everybody has YouTube now. If you don't, you get arrested.
Do you pay for the YouTubes? Do you have the commercial-free YouTubes?
My daughter does, and she allows me to use it. So I basically am a thief.
I think you just admitted to a crime.
This is not just a crime, Mike. This is a syndicate, okay? Because my in-laws live close by, my daughter lives close by, and my wife and all, and we all, because we're in a pretty tight cluster. Then we share all the passwords and everything like that. I have so many services I don't know anything about.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We all have too many streaming services.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will cover the preview of the State of the Union. I did say we wanted to talk about some of the dumb things the Democrats have said, and there seem to be piles and piles and piles of dumb things these people have been saying lately. Is it me, Casey, or is it getting to be more than it's been? It feels like the Democrats are saying the darndest things on a more regular basis.
Well, yeah, you know what I think is happening? I think the interest in everything is kind of waning. You know, for a while they had that one thing, right? They had the Epstein files. Even though they're completely ignoring the fact that Biden had the Epstein files for 4 years, could have done anything with them and didn't. But that's okay, which to me proves that there's nothing big about Trump in there. But they had everything, and even the interest in the Epstein files are kind of out, and even that interest seems to be kind of waning, so they don't have anything else. And I think the Democrats are at the point where they're just kind of throwing darts and waiting to see what sticks. They're just trying to find something that they can wrap their Epstein file heads around for a little while.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Well, last week when we learned that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and several other of the harpies were in there, they seemed to all lose interest. And isn't that funny? Because they'd been telling us, just because your name is in there, you should be suspected and investigated. And now they're saying, just because your name is in there doesn't mean you're guilty. So it's really interesting how quickly that flipped. But
everybody but me.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm in there either. And
you know what's funny is based on how big they are, I was talking to my daughter about it. It's like there could be a situation where somebody is talking. It's like, I was listening to Casey Bartholomew, Mike Opelka on the radio, and now our names are in the Epstein files.
Now,
and that's all anybody needs to say, right?
I would like that. I would like that. I would like that if that happened. We did learn just before we went on the air that there apparently, out of all the millions and millions of emails, that Deepak Chopra apparently had a very close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. That's a name I wasn't expecting on hearing in the Epstein files.
Gandhi was in there. Let's see. We had the Pope. We had all these
Mother
people
Teresa.
Exactly. She was always going to that island. What the hell was going on there? I'm getting nasty emails now, right? But it's like just because your name's there,
Stay out of thunderstorms, please.
Exactly. Well, it's like we were talking about last week. It's like, of course Trump knew Epstein. They were billionaires in New York. There aren't that many of them. Of course, they knew each other, but
according to Bernie Sanders, there are lots of billionaires, so we need to tax them all. They need to pay their fair share, and Epstein needs to not have put my name in the files, which I don't think they're in there. But
which one of his houses did Sanders say that from?
He said it from the lake house up in Vermont, where he was looking for his birth certificate. He said he can't. He's against the Save America Act because he does. His birth certificate was chiseled into a stone tablet because we didn't have paper, and he doesn't know where he put it. He dropped it and it broke into a million pieces.
There you go.
Bernie Sanders saying that he can't find his birth certificate is so funny to me because if you go to the State of New York website, the City of New York website, since I think he was born within the city, one of the 5 boroughs, you can actually look yourself up and click on a box to get a copy of your birth certificate, and they will email it to you for a few dollars.
Yeah, I had to do that with my dad. My dad's 84. And I had to take him to go get a copy of his birth certificate so he could get a real ID. And I thought this is going to take weeks. Just the whole process of trying to get it. We walked up. I zapped something with the QR code on my phone. I typed his name in, his birth year, hit search. His birth certificate popped up, and I took it to the desk and I said, "That guy." And they sent it. We had it within a week. It was crazy. Yeah. So Bernie Sanders, apparently that maybe he wasn't born in this country.
No, he was born here, but he vacationed in Russia all the time. He loved it. It was a good time.
He was born here, but it was before we were the United States of America.
Yeah, Jefferson hadn't written the thing yet, and it hadn't come through. And he had an argument with Monroe, and there was all kinds of problems. But anyway, so the whole Bravo Sierra about birth certificates. By the way, I have mine. Do you have yours? Do you know where your birth certificate is?
Yeah, we have a safe.
Okay, but you actually have a paper copy.
I have the original copy of it.
What did the hospital keep?
I don't know. They kept a copy of it, but mine is the one they gave my parents.
Okay.
And I know because it says OK above my name because my parents couldn't agree on my name. And my mom had to write OK above it and turn it into them. So I have a copy of, and it says Casey OK Bartholomew on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now a lot of times my parents, as I said, I'm one of 9, they didn't have a name as they were getting thrown out of the hospital, like 2 hours after the baby's born. And so they just wrote female or male, Opelka, which is funny.
Did they not know for you?
Well, as my grandfather would say, it's so young, who could tell? Really. But yeah, no, they if you didn't have a name, it's kind of like one of those foreign issued driver's licenses said no name given. That I could have been driving commercial vehicles as an infant in Chicago, but it is crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm hoping that all of this, the exposure of this, but that hasn't stopped Democrats from saying the darndest things. Shall we have a little fun with Democrats say the darndest things, Casey?
I think we'd be fools not to.
Let us get into that.
Democrats say the darndest things. Are you serious right now? Democrats say the darndest things. They make me laugh, they make me smile. I swear to God, sometimes I cry.
Yes, Democrats say the darndest things, and you don't have to wait very long to get a stupid statement out of a Democrat. This weekend, there were ample opportunities from several leading Democrats, and it's so hard to say that, leading Democrats. We have AOC and we have Gavin Newsom, and I think they're both viable candidates for the Democrat nomination in 2028. So let's start with Newsom, shall we?
Let's do that.
Okay. He was addressing a crowd in Georgia, which is not a part of California. Last time I checked, right? He's the governor of California.
He is.
So he was in Georgia, where he was speaking to a predominantly black crowd of voters in Georgia. And he said something that I think will be featured in many ads against him coming up.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. and I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
What?
Do you think that his advisors are at this point messing their shorts listening to this?
Did a guy who's like one of the leading candidates for the Democratic nomination for president just come out and said, I can't read?
Yes, but
I ain't got no book learning.
You people in your books, you kill
book learning.
You people in your books kill me. What's wrong with you? This is so amazing. What is he always saying about California? It's the 4th largest economy in the world. If we just broke off California, which I admit, one of my fantasies is that God has a giant sawzall and he just cuts California, cuts it right out, and then pushes it out into the ocean and lets it drift away. That's kind of a weird fantasy. But it is the 4th largest economy in the free world, and he's always saying, I run the 4th largest economy. Now he's saying, I'm just like you, I can't read.
I can't read nothing, but I sure does wants to be the president. I'm just like you. Just like you, I'm a multi-millionaire governor of a state. And it's funny that he talks about the 4th largest economy. Not even because of anything he did.
No.
That was all.
As a matter of fact,
tech investment and everything.
It might even have been the third largest economy if he hadn't been the governor, if we were to look at this.
I always wonder why people fall so madly in love with him, because, I'm from California. I left there.
We forgive you.
I left there back in the 1900s. Okay, I left it okay. They screwed it up after I left. But that place is my family still lives there, and they want out. Because I've lived all over the country. My brother is thinking about retiring coming up, and he's like, "Where did you like it? Where did you live that you liked it?" And because he wants out. My dad wants to leave, but he's 84 years old, and it's just nothing about anything in California is good. Gas costs $5 a gallon most of the time. The traffic is horrible. There's homelessness everywhere. Nobody can afford to buy any place to live, and they're still going, wow, the guy who can't read's a good option. Let's pick him. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Well, that was just one of the things he said this weekend. This weekend was a particularly rich Gavin Newsom weekend of saying dumb things. He actually thinks, he was on CNN with Dana Bash, who I'm going to make an obscure cultural reference here. You're too young to remember, I think, the cartoon Underdog.
Well, I've seen Underdog.
Do you remember his pseudo girlfriend or sort of girlfriend?
The blonde dog?
Yes, she was a news reporter too. Yes, she was a blonde dog. Thank you for not saying the blonde biatch, because I thought you were going there.
Well, it wouldn't be untrue, would it? But
no, it wouldn't. You'd be able to say, HR would say, we didn't like when Casey said the blonde biatch. And I'd say, well, it's a female dog, so I would defend you. Her name was Sweet Polly Purebred. And if you look at pictures of Underdog's girlfriend, Sweet Polly Purebred, and Dana Bash, I think there's a similarity there.
I think you're closer to the edge there with comparing her to a dog. But
no,
we'll have our HR meeting together. We'll have each other's back.
We will. We'd like the two of you to come in together. Yes. Tuesday's show is going to be a replay of something else. Anyway, so she was sitting down with Gavin Newsom when he was saying some dumb things this weekend, not just to the group of black voters in Georgia, but she was talking to him. And Gavin Newsom has figured out what the Democratic Party needs to do ahead of both the midterms and the next election.
No doubt that the Democratic Party needs to be, dare I say, more culturally normal. I believe that.
Wait a minute. I stopped this because... So, Casey, if someone tells you that they think their party needs to be more culturally normal, what does that mean their current state is?
Abnormal.
Thank you. We have another bonus for Casey.
I'm going to win this show. I'm going to win the show at the end.
You are the Showcase Showdown. So wait, there's more.
Less prone to spending disproportionate amount of time on pronouns, identity, politics.
Gee, pronouns and identity politics are a problem for the Democrats, but not based on anything I've said or any other conservative has said, but based on one of your leading candidates for the presidency has said.
So we have a prominent leading Democratic candidate for the presidency saying that the Democrats need to be more Republican.
Seems like that. He hasn't come out for cutting taxes yet, but I kind of feel like we may be going down that road. Let's see where this goes.
More focused on tabletop issues, things that really matter, the stacking of stress in terms of electricity bills and child care costs and health care and obviously housing costs, and how easily we get trapped in that, how I've fallen prey to that. I mean, here I was.
Wait a minute. He just admitted he's fallen prey to being culturally abnormal?
He's a lot abnormal. If this guy could read, he'd be dangerous.
Well, that may be a thing. If I were him, I would start taking a reading program. And make it. Yeah. The governor learns to read. He could join a book club. And maybe he could read 1984, and instead of thinking that it's an operating manual, he would think, gee, I think this Orwell guy was trying to warn us.
And then there he is, Gavin Newsom, sitting there. Yeah, he looks to me like if you put in Chat GPT and say, show me a picture of a political candidate. Doesn't matter the party. It would spit out Gavin Newsom.
I would think, okay, we need to say, show me a Weasley, oily political candidate who's milking the system and lying about everything that he really is. And I think then you'd see him.
You'd see
Just
Gavin Newsom right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Gavin
guy's a snake oil salesman. Yeah. There he is.
Wow. Okay. So, but wait, there's more. Just when you think we're done, Gavin Newsom was also trying to tell us that, he's really had a rough life. You know, he was raised on the mean streets. He also talked about growing up being raised on mac and cheese and frozen lasagna. And you know, nothing wrong with mac and cheese or frozen lasagna.
I hate mac and cheese.
My mama, Ducky Opelka, used to make frozen lasagnas, and you know, with 9 kids, you put one of those things in the oven, and then everybody gets a slice for dinner. And that was it. But the interesting thing here is that it feels like the party, capital P, is maybe pivoting away from Newsom, because I kind of feel like Darnedest, Sweet Polly Purebred, may have been pushing him a little bit here.
13 plus businesses, eventually 20 businesses. We had about 1,000 employees at peak. Not saying that to impress you, but to impress upon you how entrepreneurialism has defined my life. But it was.
So first of all, he's trying to say how he came from nothing to develop 13, 20 businesses. And he's not a typical Democrat. He's an entrepreneur. He's a capitalist.
Also defining relationship to the Getty family. And with that came this notion, well, it was handed to you. It was given to you. You inherited it, as opposed to the hard work and that grind that defined the lived experience.
Can it be both? You have the hard work and grind, and you had doors open.
Yeah. Oh no. And that's.
I mean, it's not just the Gettys. Your grandfather and your father were both very connected in San Francisco.
I'm here because of all of them, and their shoulders, and 100%. And it was those two. So all those doors, all the privileges of those relationships, remarkable gifts.
So we're not done here, but he's already admitted, he's already pivoted, instead of saying, I worked really hard, it was the grind, to saying, yes, all those doors opened for me. Because she called him out. She said, it wasn't just your family raising him, it was your father, it was your grandfather. She said, you're the third generation of privilege. He used the word privilege, too. Yeah,
but do you notice how every time he says anything, he always says, I'm not saying this to impress you.
Yeah, I know.
Which means I'm not saying this to show I'm better. I'm not saying this for this reason, but that is exactly why I'm saying it. But
which means
he's saying it to impress you. I'm way ahead now. The show's half over. I am way ahead now.
You are so far ahead you can't even see me in the rearview mirror. But let's get back to Newsom.
And they're deeply mined and discussed there.
Yes.
And then again with a work ethic from my mom. And so it was both and. And so I was comfortable and uncomfortable in so many ways in both worlds. And I just.
So I was, Casey, I was comfortable and uncomfortable. I just want you to know I was comfortable and uncomfortable. I want to be all things to all
but
people.
Unprivileged. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah, I want to be everything. Yeah, I want to impress the rich so they'll donate to my campaign. But I was uncomfortable being rich, so I'm just like you people. If I
only could have read and my SAT scores were over 960. But wait. There's more. Darnedest kind of clocks him.
Navigated back and forth. If I was on a vacation, and we describe a number of interesting vacations overseas with my father and the family, these adventures. My mom was back home.
Weren't just adventures. You went on safaris. You took pictures from helicopters. You were partying with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. That's we described that in there. It was
so. He's so normal. He's so just like you, Casey, like me. What? He's on safaris and partying with Jack Nicholson.
I was actually on a safari with Jack Nicholson in a helicopter once, so I understand everything that this guy is saying.
We were hunting. We were hunting Jack Nicholson from a helicopter.
He's going, that's in there. He doesn't even get that she's calling him out. If he could just read, he would know what's happening right now.
If he only was able to pre-read the questions, he could have avoided this. All right, we have to take a break. It's 4:32. Too much fun with Democrats saying the darndest things. We have more to get to, including AOC mining the depths of stupidity again this weekend. It's Mike Opelka. It's Casey Bartholomew. It's you on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
At United Tire and Service, you'll find more than car care. You'll find a team that treats you like a neighbor, not a number. For over 40 years, United Tire has helped drivers stay safe and on the road longer with experienced mechanics, honest recommendations, and service that's efficient and hassle-free. People are keeping their cars longer than ever, and having a team you can trust makes all the difference. From routine maintenance to major repairs, you get quality work and straight answers every time. It's car care you can feel good about. Don't drive alone. Drive United. Visit UnitedTire.com.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-323-8922. 800-323-8922. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-323-8922.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
At LendSeek, we know running a business takes heart, hustle, and sometimes a little help. That's why we stand with you with our exclusive AI lending platform, connecting you to over 100 funders. If you've been in business for at least 2 years with a minimum annual revenue of $500,000, you can get up to $1 million in funding in as fast as 24 hours. No collateral, no prepayment penalties, no red tape. Apply today with no cost or obligation at lendseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com.
This is Jordan Lundy of Lundy Law. When we say we hope you're never the victim of a rideshare accident, we mean it. But if you should suffer a rideshare injury, we'll work quickly to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. And we mean it when we say there are never any upfront fees, ever. And we only get paid when your case is over and you get paid. Remember our name, Lundy Law, your injury lawyers. Call 1-800-LUNDY-LAW or visit lundylaw.com.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Tech, sponsored by LendSeek.
Artificial intelligence may be spurring greater productivity in the U.S. economy, according to the Federal Reserve's San Francisco president, Mary Daly, who says that productivity gains could allow further growth without inflation, although adding it's hard to say how long that will continue. Daly also said that no technology ever reduces net employment, not in the history of technologies, but it does change what that employment looks like. I'm Jason Brooks.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You can listen to Talk Radio 1210 WPHT on the iHeartRadio app.
It is 4:37, and yes, clowns to the left of us, jokers to the right. Casey, we're stuck in the middle here, you and me.
That's good. I like the whole song twist there. Very good.
Well, I have to give the props to Henry on that one. Good call, Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Thank you.
We ride on Henry's shoulders.
We are standing on the shoulders of giants, which, Gavin Newsom was actually trying to say that. He just said, shoulders. I don't know if you heard that when he was talking to Dana Bash, Sweet Polly Purebred in the animated world, she said, "Oh, your family, my grandfather, my father, the shoulders." He didn't say I was standing on the shoulder. He just said shoulders.
Shoulders. I'm not trying to say I'm better than you, but shoulders.
Shoulders. I'm just going to start saying shoulders.
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 She has Tourette's. Shoulders.
It's the shoulders Tourette's. It's Michael Pelka, it's Casey Bartholomew. We're in the middle of Democrats say the darndest things. Why not get back to it?
Yes, they were actually elected, but when it's least expected, those Democrats say the darndest things.
They do, and they were actually elected. In the case of AOC, I think it's originally stood for Alexandria Occasionally Coherent. Am I correct on that?
Probably, yeah, probably.
She was online this weekend posting videos, and I think this was a reaction to one of our favorite senators, John Kennedy from Texas, or from Louisiana. John Kennedy, who was asked about AOC, and he said, "I don't want to say she's stupid. I don't hate anybody, but somebody called her a moron. And she said, I've never even been to Utah," which, it's a great line. It's actually a very good line. So she seemed to want to jump online and post some statements. And one of them actually had me laughing. But I have a question. Listen closely to this, Casey, because I have a question about something in the background.
If you think that I don't understand foreign policy because out of hours of discourse about international affairs, I pause to think about one of the most sensitive geopolitical issues that currently exist on Earth. I'm afraid the issue is not my understanding, but rather the problem is perhaps you've gotten adjusted to a president that never thinks before he speaks.
Now, I can't get past it. Who's snoring?
That was actually me.
Was that you? You were falling.
I don't mind sleeping with her, but I said, once you start talking, sweetie, I'm done. I'm out. And I just tapped out right there, and I rolled over. That's what happened there.
Wow.
It's even what she said was stupid, but she should be glad that there was somebody there snoring, because at least it distracted from the stupid thing she was saying.
See, a lot of people are saying they think it's her fiance snoring. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, I don't know. You're a dog guy. We talked about you rescuing dogs, etc. Uh-huh. I think this is her dog snoring.
My dog gets so excited when I talk to her and wags her tail, and it makes me sad that even when AOC is talking to her dog, it starts snoring. And she even bores her dog.
It makes you think that the dog may have heard this like 10,000 times before.
But I also love like I said, it's a good thing that happened because it distracted from what she was saying. Because what she was saying is, even though my speech last week in Munich wasn't stupid, I was just thinking about what I was going to say. So that's why it was. That's why it didn't sound smartly.
It was like she was saying, I know you are, but what am I?
Exactly.
It's like Pee-wee. She went with the Pee Wee Herman defense.
And she's so obsessed with how people are talking about her that she has to get up in the middle of the night. Her throat's all scratchy, and I was thinking about what I was going to say because of discourse. Whatever. Okay, sweetheart. Get back.
Well,
to it.
There may even be more from her. I think she was talking about the New York City's communist mayor, Mamdani.
You know, I've seen one or two questions about people complaining that the snow is still here from the last storm. And, like, what are people going to do about it? And I'm starting to wonder how many of you know how snow works.
Now, Casey.
Am I to understand that she is not only an expert on foreign policy, but also on snow?
Well, I guess there may be a manual for snow. Did you read the manual on how snow? Do you people even know how snow works?
I'm a man. I threw the manual away. Just moved the damn snow. I didn't know how snow worked. I thought it was robots.
So what you're saying is there's an operating manual for snow. Do you people even know how snow works?
And know about, like, at what temperature snow melts.
Wow. Do you even know at what temperature snow melts?
She is just so well-read. Unlike Gavin Newsom, who admitted that he can't read. But,
well, he can't read.
Yeah. She is just, I guess, in between serving drinks at that bar, she just read herself up on climate and all that stuff. So.
Is today World Bartender Day? DeSantis, do you know? Is today World Bartender Day? Because I'm sure there's a bartender you need to go tip somewhere later today.
Jeez. And her throat
I
sounded
don't know.
so
I'll have to check the calendar.
I'm somewhere in my memory it says so. I wonder, but mark my words. I believe there's a pretty good chance she will be the Democrats' nominee in 2028. Do you think so? Yeah.
I don't know
only
who's
for
out
one
there.
reason.
Yeah.
If New York has elected a communist mayor, you have Seattle and Portland, which are halfway there, if not all the way there. California is going to elect yet other communists. Illinois will do the same. And there are enough young people, men, who are calling themselves independents, who would vote for her in order to sleep with an attractive young woman. And say,
Hold on, hang on. Is that the rule? If I vote for her, she sleeps with me?
No, not her. But let's face it. There are young men who will. Brain number 2 kicks in at some point, and brain number 1 should be making all your choices for elections. But brain number 2 will take over, and if she's on the ballot, she is telegenic. That's the word I'm going to use. It's going to keep me safe with HR.
Mm-hmm.
See,
I'll say it. I'd do her, but I think what you do in that case, you just lie to the woman you want to sleep with. I voted for AOC. Now, can I buy you a drink and hear what your views on everything is?
Would you get an AOC tattoo in order to have sex with a woman?
No, I couldn't do a tattoo.
Okay, all right, very good.
I'm afraid of needles. I would get one of those lick-on ones if I could do that.
The temp tattoos,
henna to put in Cracker Jacks.
A henna tattoo.
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm committed. I'm with her. So let's go
for now.
Yeah.
See, I think between Gavin Newsom and AOC, the two top polling candidates for the Democrats for 2028, they're both telling us they're stupid and they're just like us. That's what we saw Newsom say. I'm a 960, and I'm not going to tell you what my SAT scores were, but I'm better than Gavin Newsom.
I was smarter than that, and I'll be honest with you, as a radio talk show host, I don't think I should score higher than the person who's the president of the United States on any test. And my SAT scores were significantly higher than that.
Yeah, I know. You and I both could say, Gavin, let's have an SAT measuring contest right now, and we'll see. And I read more books this year than he's read. Apparently, I'm just saying
he has colored more books than you have this year. Though.
That's now there it is. There's the victory, right?
There you go.
Once more. And we have to take a break. It is 4:47. It's Opelka. It's Bartholomew. It's Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This year, flavor doesn't walk. It runs wild. At P.F. Chang's, we're charging into the year of the horse with bold new wok-fired dishes like pork belly bao buns and refreshing cocktails like the Midnight Gallop. P.F. Chang's beloved red envelope tradition returns, adding a surprise element to every visit during the Lunar New Year. Each guest receives a red envelope revealing a special offer redeemable on a future visit. Celebrate the Lunar New Year with flavor that runs wild at P.F. Chang's. Valid for dine-in only while supplies last. Details at pfchangs.com.
Philadelphia homeowners, your home is one of your biggest investments. Closet Factory helps you protect it by adding custom storage solutions designed to last. From closets in home offices to garages and pantries, Closet Factory creates American-made, custom-built organization that increases function, beauty, and long-term value. Call 215-461-4013 today or visit closetfactory.com. Closet Factory, smart storage built the right way.
Hey, it's Dawn. Are you looking for a lawn care service that delivers great results and is safer for your family and your pets? That's why I chose Natural Lawn of America. That's my lawn care company. Their custom approach uses organic fertilizers and safer weed and insect controls, ensuring a healthier lawn season after season. Right now, take advantage of their limited time offer, free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED today. Choose my lawn care company, Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed. Tell them Dawn sent you.
Are you struggling with hearing loss? Do friends and family complain that your TV is too loud? Are you tired of asking people to repeat themselves? If you want to hear clearly again, but don't want a bulky hearing aid that makes you look old, you need to try Atom X by Audion Hearing. The Atom X is a life-changing breakthrough, precisely designed by top audio engineers, fits comfortably in your ear, is nearly invisible, and lets you adjust your sound so you can hear conversations clearly, at home, at dinner, or on the go. And right now, you can try the Atom X risk-free for 45 days. Call Audion Hearing now at 800-295-HEAR. That's HEAR for a 45-day risk-free home trial with free shipping and money-back guarantee. The Atom X is lightweight, rechargeable, practically invisible, and costs 90% less than prescription hearing aids. Don't miss out. Call 800-295-HEAR for complete details. That's 800-295-4327. Hearing for everyone. Audion Hearing.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years.
He was in big trouble.
We're going to take your house, garnish your pay.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm.
I don't owe the IRS anymore. It was because of Optima Tax.
Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Actual client compensated for sharing their experience. Visit OptimaTaxRelief.com for details.
I'm Paul Cozy from Cozy Jewelers, and we're not your typical jewelry store. We're a family-owned jeweler and manufacturer, crafting nearly every piece right here in-house. When you shop with us, you're getting a curated, custom design experience, not just a selection of cases on a shelf. That means every piece is personal, crafted with care, and made to last. If you want something different, truly unique, and made just for you, this is fine jewelry the way it's meant to be. Come see us in Newtown Square and step up to the 5th C. Color, cut, clarity, carat, and cozy.
Weather sponsored by Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Maybe a little bit of snow this evening, but no additional accumulation. We'll get down to 26, mostly sunny tomorrow, high only 32. Wednesday, high 47. We could see some rain in the morning, maybe a little snow shower in there as well, but no accumulation. A mix of rain and snow on Thursday as well, with a high of 39.
The world is always changing. Now you can trade on what happens next with Kalshi. What will the president say during his address? Trade on the outcomes live on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade $10. dealers. Kelsey, trade on anything.
Now back to the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios.
Powering your drive with 10 brands and 20 locations.
This is Talk Radio 1210, WPHT.
Well, tomorrow creeps in its petty pace. Pardon me for injecting Shakespeare into the hip-hop mix. Tomorrow is World Bartender Day. We were premature, Casey Bartholomew. My apologies.
We'll celebrate tomorrow.
Yes, we will. We will. I used to have a favorite bartender. I don't anymore, and I'm sure you've never had one, have you?
I've never had I dated a girl who was a bartender for a while, so I guess she was probably my favorite bartender, yeah.
I'm waiting for a bartender punchline to follow that.
There's no punchline. I dated a bartender. That's the punchline.
Well, you could imagine. It's 2:00. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Stay here. There you go.
That kind of thing. It's like there are jokes about never date a girl that works in a bank because they're tellers. Or I dated a girl who works in a bank, but I lost interest, that kind of a thing. I was thinking there might be a bartender.
No, I actually just dated a bartender once.
Okay.
There's
good.
Nothing else there. I'm sorry, that was so anticlimactic. I feel like I've lost points.
No, it's okay. So there's not a pearl in every oyster. That's the rule. If there were, the pearls would be boring, and they're not.
I feel bad about myself now.
We may have some more Democrats say the darndest things because it wasn't just Gavin Newsom. It wasn't just AOC. Should I give you a little bit of – he's not an elected official, but he is a Democrat. Robert De Niro.
Oh, you told me about this. Oh, gosh.
I did. Bobby De Niro was on with the Republican who's now – an MS-13 host. What's her name? Used
Laura?
to be. No.
Oh,
you guys know who we're talking about. Nicole Wallace.
Oh, her, yeah.
Nicole Wallace. And De Niro started saying crazy stuff, for example.
It's gone in 3 years. And why don't people...
Well, he will never leave. We have to make him leave. He jokes now about nationalizing the elections. He's not joking. We've seen enough already.
Yeah.
And everybody's worried about it. But he means it.
So you don't think he leaves in 3 years?
He ain't leaving. No way. We used to joke the first time they'd get him in the moving van and he'd be sitting in the back of the moving van. They'd put him in whatever.
Like a fake desk
and put
in
him
there.
in his desk, not leaving the White House desk. No, but he won't. He won't leave. Let's not kid ourselves. He will not leave.
Can you imagine being this delusional? And this may be the worst Trump derangement syndrome. He won't leave. He's not leaving. He's never going to leave. Well, he left in 2020. You remember 21?
Yeah, he left, and he jokes about a third term because of this. Right?
Yes,
it
exactly.
Gets idiots like Robert De Niro worked up, but he jokes. But they always ignore the fact that he talks about the bench and who could run after him and all that kind of stuff. But then they only focus on when he jokes about it, and the reason he jokes about it is because they lose their minds.
It's called
whenever
trolling.
He mentions it. Yeah.
De Niro literally started crying, and he said this:
"You have to lift people up.
Why?
You have to bring them together."
He's crying. Listen.
You can't divide people. You can't win that way.
I need a minute.
It's a no-win situation.
Yeah.
And look what we have. Look who we have there. It's almost like a destiny to have this thing there, attempting to destroy this country.
So he went from saying you can't divide people to saying, look at this thing we got in the office, destroying the country.
What has this guy been saying since 2016 about Trump? All these horrible. That's why people go to Mar-a-Lago and with guns because these idiots speak up about this and they say stupid things. But it's always no. It's not our side. It's their side.
No, you can't. He wants to destroy. We have to destroy this thing. In order to not be divided, we have to kill somebody. And he's openly said, I want to punch him. I can't even say the words that Democrats are saying now in their ad campaigns, and Katie Porter saying F Trump at a Democrat meeting. It is embarrassing. But De Niro went from literally saying, we can't be divided, to saying, look what we have, this thing. You just called the guy a thing. It's
in a collective way.
And that's right. It's a collective way. That's it. We got to take a break. Second hour in the can. We're going to give you some of the great stuff that happened at Donald Trump's event with the Angel Moms today in the White House. It's Opelka. It's Bartholomew. It's Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
Gold prices are soaring, and silver is near an all-time high. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old or unwanted jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow happening all week long. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 3 locations this week: Chestnut Hill, Bensalem, and Cherry Hill. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. The prices of gold and silver are at an all-time high, so there's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow, Monday through Friday in Chestnut Hill at the Chestnut Hill Hotel, Bensalem at Courtyard by Marriott, or at TMT Cash for Gold in Cherry Hill. Just walk in with your old jewelry and walk out with cash in your hands. For more info, visit estatesroadshow.com and follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook for all upcoming events.
Hi, this is Larry Steinhaus, and I want to let you know that I buy houses. I buy houses from people that may be a tired landlord, maybe somebody who's having trouble selling their house, or maybe someone who needs to sell their house quickly. Well, all you need to do is call 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137, and I promise to answer the phone and help you with your situation. That's right, your house may be cluttered. It may be a house that a relative left you, or it may just be a house you just want to get rid of. 855-939-1137.
Hola amigos, Brad Evans here. Check out this booming voice and Pat Boyle on BetMGM tonight, covering the biggest sports stories from coast to coast, live and interactive on the free Odyssey app, discussing NFL offseason news and getting you ready for the madness in college hoops. BetMGM tonight with me, Brad Evans and Pat Boyle, live and interactive, Monday through Friday night starting at 6 Eastern, presented by BetMGM. Always live on the free Odyssey app and watch on YouTube at BetMGM tonight.
As the owner, coach, and quarterback of your small business, you call the shots. From inventory to payroll and more. Now it's time to bring in LendSeek, your funding MVP. No delay of game here. Get up to $2 million in as fast as 24 hours for business lines of credit or term loans. Let LendSeek's AI marketplace assist you in making the winning play and score that touchdown. Apply at lendseek.com, LENDSEEK.com.